So back September 9th, we started our egg preservation using what we loosely call water glassing. It's really just lime water. Learned about it from James Townsend. Right before Christmas, them eggs started smelling funky. So we're gonna get in the crock today. I'm not looking forward to it. And we're gonna see what the situation is, if any of them can be salvaged. And we've got to be honest and share it with you guys. If this experiment didn't work, I'm gonna feel terrible for anyone that joined us along in this experiment. So let's go. Let's see what we've got in there.
So we're gonna take a peek at this, and I might actually have to bring you guys down so you guys can see this. I wish you could smell it.
It smells like somebody has a serious gas problem. But I lit a candle to try to help. I don't know that it's gonna work. But the whole thought process is we're going to dip, do the dunking method. If they're bad, they're gonna go in here. If they're good, I'm gonna put them in the egg carton. Oh, there's a SCOBY growing in it. That can't be good. Yeah, I think one must have broke. Can they see that? Yeah, they can see that.
I don't know. I'm gonna bring you down so you guys can see this.
So it looks like some mold, a fly, which I don't know how a fly got in there. It had the lid on it the whole time. And I'm not quite sure what that is.
Touch it.
I did. Maybe it's scrambled eggs. Ooh! Yuck.
We can get some of those gloves.
Yeah, I think we should.
But they're only like this long, and once we start
Yeah.
reaching in, we're gonna have to get in it no matter what.
Well, let me get a bag to put that stuff in.
Okay. Maybe we're getting used to it or something, but it kind of doesn't smell as bad, but it's still not
definitely
good.
not. Doesn't smell as bad right now.
All right, I'll hold the bag in. I'll get it.
Oh gosh. Ew.
Oh, it's all breaking apart. So they look like perfectly fine eggs.
Those are still good. They sunk right to the bottom. So I'm guessing just one of them was too porous of a shell.
They're floating flat, right? They're
yeah,
not
flat and right directly to the bottom.
Well, we'll have to find out how many we have.
Well, we'll be able to tell by the dozen containers.
Yeah, I know. That'll be nice, so we'll know how many this thing holds.
Right.
Yeah, they're still all sinking. Oh, that one right there.
Oh, yep, cracked. Put it in the bad one.
Yep.
Cool.
See this? It's definitely, if you squeeze it, it like goes.
Oh, okay.
And that one sinks too, but it's definitely a bad egg. So it almost doesn't seem like a preservation problem. It seems like an integrity problem with the shells.
Like I might have had weak shells, or when I put them in there, they got nicked. Oh, I thought you just broke it in your hands.
Give me that, Paul. We're down to maybe half.
Yeah. And so far, I accidentally broke one, and there's like 5 that had cracks in them. I did make sure to go with like super clean eggs.
And they have like that lime, from the lime water,
Yeah.
they have like lime scale on them. Oh, this one right here, he's floating in the wrong direction.
Yeah.
He's floating up. Same with this one.
Yeah, as you get towards the bottom, they're going to be the older eggs.
Oh, right.
So far, I think the experiment is actually a really good experiment. I think what I'll do differently next year is I will...
Yeah, this one's bad. So most of them are floating sideways like they're supposed to. This one's floating up. So we're going to call him bad.
Too.
Now here's an example. Oh, this one, yeah. Completely cracked. Oh, nasty. Oh, gosh.
Why'd you open it?
This one's the nastiest one. Oh, my gosh. Ugh.
Woo!
I told you. It's bad. There's definitely a lot more lime the farther down I go.
Yeah, because it does settle.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Another broken one.
But I don't put water.
Completely broken. Nasty, rotten. A lot of lime down here.
So in summary, we ended up with a little over 8.5 dozen good eggs and 18, so another 12.5 bad eggs. Of the bad eggs, I'd say half of them we just threw out because they were standing on end. They weren't completely floating in the water, but they were standing on end, so not gonna risk it. And then the other half had cracks in them or were like really broken. Again, I'm gonna say that all those failures are likely my fault. Not checking the thickness of the shell before I preserved them I know I didn't do that on all of them to make sure that they weren't non-porous. And then also, if I put them in there, like I said, we kept it right where our kitchen stools are, so it got bumped a lot of times. We could have caused a crack that way. Or when I was putting them in there a couple times, I know it for a fact, they kind of slipped out of my hands a little harder than I would have wanted. So I probably caused the failures. Now when we go and eat these, we will, for our own safety, just double check them and crack them before we cook them. I think they're perfectly fine, honestly. The water glassing or lime water method supposedly allow you to safely preserve eggs for 8 months. We've made it 5 months. Whatever your comments are, please share them in the description below. Talk to you guys later.